I'm Clarence Russell. This is the story of the Trester Trolley. Don Trester had the idea. He found the trolley on the internet. It was out of Albertville. It needed a motor and a transmission. He bought it, I think, if I remember right, he paid about $5,000 for it in its current condition. We went up there with a semi-trailer, pulled it out of a snowbank, kicked the cats out of it, which probably was good that they had cats in it because that kept the mice out. All the insides had to come out, all the woodwork had to be redone. That was done by volunteers. Mechanic put a new motor in it, rebuilt motor, rebuilt transmission. And my job was to help Don find stuff when he needed something he couldn't find. One morning we were having breakfast, Don started rubbing his arm. I said, "Don, what's wrong?" He couldn't talk, he had a stroke. He lasted a week before he passed away. He never got to ride on his trolley. He put his heart and soul in it. And I guess I've always been one to try to help promote Winona. I didn't like it when he passed away, and all the work that had gone into it. No one else was willing to step up and take it, so I did it myself. It took me 2 years to get it out of his estate. I finally got it. So then I started doing what Don had hoped to do, which was promote Winona. I named it the Trester Trolley in his honor. Don's trolley was open air during the summer, and I would use it for weddings, birthday parties. Little kids just loved that trolley. I never made any money on it. The money that I made paid for making a loan payment, so I was basically living off my Social Security. But I enjoyed what I did. I real quick figured out that you couldn't run a trolley business in Winona with just one trolley. You needed backup. So I went up to Stillwater and bought the second one. It was newer, better condition, and I used that one for most of my tours. I do a lot of weddings. I do city tours. I had 2 part-time drivers. They were good for the weddings and the birthday parties and that kind of stuff, but they didn't like to talk. Well, if you're going to do a tour, you got to talk. So I would do the tours myself. Ran them 6 days a week. I didn't run on Sunday. During the week, it was a 1-hour tour. I'd stay down in the valley, go out to Prairie Island, where I could talk about the river. If I had little kids, I'd always talk about river safety. Make sure that they put life jackets on. And on Saturday, I'd go up to Garvin Heights. I had taken that trolley up with a load of kids up Garvin Heights was no problem. A lighter load. Well, this Saturday I was taking a wedding party up there. Had 23 adults, a heavier load. Trolley couldn't go quite as fast. I never knew for sure what caused it, but as far as I could tell, I think it probably overheated the transmission. As I got up to the top of the hill where it started to flatten out, someone said, "You've got a fire under there." About that same time, I saw smoke come in the mirrors. So I went about another 60 feet where I could get to a flat spot. In 2 minutes, I had 23 people off of that trolley. I lost the trolley, but no one got hurt. That was the important thing. When I had the fire on the one trolley, I came down to the reception afterwards just to make sure everyone was still okay. And the little flower girl came over. Came over and gave me a hug. Sometimes I do the tours. If I had a tour scheduled and 2 people showed up, I'd go ahead and do it, because I never knew if someone else would show up too. The weddings, I probably did 6 weddings a year. Those would be full, 27 rides. This last year though, it was different. People wouldn't sign up ahead of time, and some of the tours I had to cancel because no one signed up for them. And that was what made the final decision to go ahead and close the trolley business. I just felt that it was good for the city. I had a lot of people tell me that it was good for the city. But no one was willing to pitch in and help financially. Now I'm driving Lyft.
Making sure people get home safe.
Making sure people get home. I usually work the night shift. I'll work till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Make sure that the people that have been drinking have a ride home.